Oh, they dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me. Damn, they really did too, man. Uh, so welcome back to Keag House. I've been thinking about making a clone recipe. Um, there was a new there's an all new magazine that came in the mail here this week, and I was checking it out, and I was like, oh yeah, Prairie Artisan. Those guys make some great beers. That's what this one's all about, Prairie Artisan. And I was like, shit, that's awesome. And I started like looking over. I was like, oh, they got the bomb in here, shit. And man, I don't know if you've seen this recipe. It's gonna be expensive. That's why this one comes in at fucking like 10 spot for a beer, almost like fucking $10 a beer. Can you believe that? It's crazy. It's like, yeah, it's crazy prices. But yeah, anyway, what's that? So anyway, yeah, The Bomb by Prairie Artisan. That's what it looks like. Yeah, okay, there you go. But anyway, yeah. So, I've been thinking about like that bear that I've been thinking about I've been thinking about the barrel, and I'm like, you know what? I don't think they've actually barrel aged this beer. I don't think it's I don't think it I don't think this is barrel aged. So my plan is to like make this beer, and I'm also gonna barrel age it too. So yeah, that's that for that. So far this thing has cost me about $20. Well, it's cost me about 30 because I had to review this also. It's the bomb, baby. So yeah, man. I mean, this is like four things right here that I have not brewed with before. So like let's just kind of scope it out. I got some coffee here from like Maine roasted coffee. I'm not sure if it's actually from Maine. I don't think the coffee's from Maine. I'm pretty sure it's probably not. I don't know though. I'm not sure how. I think it has to be in like hot tropical environments. But yeah. Uh, but this is like really black and like really roasty. So yeah, this smells like fucking straight black malt almost. Like I love that. So that's gonna be awesome. We got some cacao nibs. I haven't used these ever before in my life, so yeah. So yeah. Um, this is from Peru, so that's cool. We also got some lactose sugar. Lactose. This is milk sugar, and yeah. So I snagged that. And then I snagged this like malto malto fucking dextrin. Jesus, I can't talk. But to increase the wort viscosity and smoothness in low malt beers. So, this is not a low malt beer. This is a very heavy malt beer. Dude, this is like 22 pounds of grain. That's a lot for me to mash at a certain time. So it's gonna be quite the challenge. I think I might split the grain up into two different bags, so it's not all stuck together. It's gonna be a big like stuck together hay bale if I stick 22 pounds of grain and this could. It just isn't gonna happen. I mean, clumps. Yeah, you want to talk clumps? clumps, baby. So, that's after that. I have a starter of 1272 American Ale number 2. That starter is 2 times as large as like it's 2 times as big as most starters that I've ever like started before. So plus I also plan on sticking a smack pack of that like in this also. So it's gonna have the starter plus the 1272 smack pack on top of that, because I'm just gonna go crazy with the yeast on this one, because this one should be coming in at 1120 on the sugar scale. That's fucking big. That is a big fucking starting off number, man. And also, this has a 120-minute long boil, and so I'm gonna have to use like more. I'm gonna say it. It's water. Yeah, I said it. But I need more of it though. So I think instead of starting off with like, I think I'm gonna start like nine 9 gallons. I'm gonna start with 9, and I'm gonna just start the mash. And I pull all that grain. I should lose about a solid gallon. You know, so that's like 8 right there, at least, like a little bit like under 8. And then if I boil for 120 minutes, that should be 2. It should take away, so it'd be like 6 gallons right there. I think I want to undershoot the what volume, because I can always like just add more to it later on, you know. I think with this one, I don't think it's. I just think I have to reach like 1.110 to 1.115. I'd be very happy if I could reach those levels. If I could mash that good with that much grain, I'll be very excited. So I'm gonna have a huge sparge on this also. This is gonna take all day. This was gonna be all day. And there's also like some things here in the recipe that's like I'm supposed to stick things in post, like a post of a ferment, like, which kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not big on that. So I might actually just add some of the stuff in like right at the end of like flame out, like maybe slightly chill the wort a little bit, and then like put the things into it, or just like just stick the things right into it, not chill it. Yeah, this was gonna need like this one has to need some time too. It's gonna need time. Like, this is gonna be a long, drawn out beer. So I think it's very it's huge. And I do at starting at the mash, I don't have too much fluid. It's okay if it's under. Try to collect like maybe a little bit more than 5. So the trub and the trube, once I take it off that, going straight into the barrel, it should be like exactly 5. So I got to keep that in mind too. This is a 5. I'm going to use 2 for the boil. So that's 7 I'll need. 2 for the boil, 7. And yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to lose like, yeah, I'm going to start with like 8.5 gallons of fluid. I think that's a good place to start. Like, you know, and over time, yeah. I'll start with that. If I need more, I'll just put it in. So there's that for that. Sugars will be put in at the start of the actual boil. Um, this will boil for 60 minutes. Then hops will be placed in for the bitter. Um, and that's it. There's a 60-minute hoppage. That's it. So that's for the bitter. And this is a big hop to Magnum. I mean, the hop is called Magnum. You know, just to let you know. Yeah. Um, this calls for a thing called the servomyces, but I'm just going to use basic yeast nutrient, and that'll be fine. So yep, I got the 1272. Have to go and grab an extra smack pack. Have to purchase this grain, which is mostly a straight like Pilsner malt, like a backbone. Then it has 14 Z's of black malt, roasted barley, like chocolate, special B, and that Mandalorian one that I can't pronounce. Mandalorian. Why not? That's the hop name for me. So let's try this beer out, man. All this hype. I mean, come on, man. Let's try the bomb. Let's see what it's all about, baby. I'm fucking excited. This thing was like $9.25 at the store. So a little expensive, but you know, when you drop the bomb on someone, baby, you gotta make sure it's paid in full, or something like that. I don't know. But she's coming right out the gate, just like motor oil, baby. Oh, like 10W30, full and thick as shit. I might stick this shit in my car. See if I can get a head on it here. Let's pour big at the end and just kind of see what the fuck happens. Stephen King's Bangor, Maine, WKIT, the Rock of Bangor. I've got to love Stephen King. I love Stephen King so much. Anyway, I'll shut up about that. I also love stouts so much too. Big imperial fucking bombs from hell, and I love it. This one also has chilies in it too, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. So it's like to like use yeah, chilies, man. I'm gonna be putting chilies into this recipe. Like how am I gonna do that? Like this is crazy. Maybe a small hot bag or something. Like I'll put them in a hot bag. I will sanitize it first. It'll be fine. Just stop worrying. Relax and have a. It's not a homebrew. It's not a homebrew tonight, folks. It's a bomb, baby. Let's try it. Mm. Holy shit. Yeah, this is fucking awesome. I love how like right at first there's like this big like hot heat. Mm. It's so strange. This hot heat kind of holds up these this coffee bean, like this black roasted coffee bean with some fire, with like some heat on it. And so that's like it almost has like a slight vegetative um like flavor that is also like I taste it like in coffee sometimes also. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of making this plant taste that you would sometimes get from a coffee. It's just making it more um, robust, just slightly robust. It just brings it right up with the heat and the black malt and this vegetative like a pepper, like a green pepper almost hotter than a green pepper. pretty thick too. Yeah, has the Pilsner backbone to like show off all those other malts, because that's a real like basic bitch back backbone. Straight Pilsner all the way through. Bang. I mean, that's a clean beer. So you're showing off whatever else you're putting into this is just a this is a show off beer when you have a beer like that. Man, I can already feel like I had a small shot of like hard like alcohol, like it has like that, like I can feel that like that grip, you know, of it, like that hard alcohol, like whoa, this is big, like this is big, baby. If there's any more in this fucking thing, it's going in. Yeah, not a drop gets fucking wasted here. Every drop is like, I wonder how much money it is per drop. It must be like half a cent or something like that, you know? Like that's, you know, that's fucking crazy. But the smell from the bottle has that like fucking prestigious black malt, yeah, it's just showcasing a very nice black malt roasted, like almost coffee black malt, big, you know, sweet though. That's why I say like prestigious, because it seems classy almost in a way. Um, yeah, this is fucking awesome. I'm so stoked to make this, because I'll have like 44 of these beers, or like 45, or like 48, hopefully 48, but I usually end up with like 46 um and a half or something, you know, like sometimes sometimes I have a little more because the trub wasn't as bad or something, or yeah. So anyway, yeah, man, there's a lot more shit to purchase for this beer. So far, this beer has cost me $20. I'm gonna keep track of it and like let you know how much this cost, and how many beers I come up with, to see how much it actually costs to make this. Um, so this should take some time, because this should take 2.5 weeks to ferment. 3 week, probably 3 weeks. It's so big. And then it's like 6 weeks in the barrel. Man, we're talking like 2.5 months from now. January, yeah, all of December, all of January. It's gonna be like February, like middle of like February. Maybe this will be coming out. So this is gonna be awesome. So this is like part one, right here tonight, from the Keag Room, the think tank, the place we come in and to think about this kind of shit, because I really have to think it out. I have to talk it out loud. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let's just talk it out on camera and just kind of figure it out. So yeah, I'm stoked to be trying out like 4 different things. It's gonna be 5 or 6, 7 different things, which I have not brewed with ever before in my life. So I might just take this crazy ass just chance and just gonna jump into the edge off the cliff. Because sometimes I think, I had this thought last night with home brewing. I was like, sometimes you kind of get like too cute. Like, to me, I remember some of the greatest beers I ever brewed happened like year 2, like of actually home brewing, because I took like super crazy chances because I just didn't know, and it turned out awesome. And so like as you get more into it, you kind of want to you feel like you want to restrict the things you do to not, because you want a perfect beer, so you're kind of like, you know, you have a certain standard, and sometimes you can kind of, it gets like, you know, sometimes you just have to just go, you know what, I'm jumping off that cliff, I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be worth it. And this beer screams that. So it's kind of like it's gonna get out all this pent up rage I've had recently of like making beers and having them be like pretty good, but like kind of like missing the like going off par a little bit, but like the beers are still good, and so yeah, this might get me back on track and get the old mojo going back here at the Keag House, you know. So yeah, man, this is like straight motor fucking oil, for the hands of God, basically. I mean, mm, mm. The smell is like coffee bean and like cacao nib, totally. Um, the smell is just roasty, cool, roasty coffee. It's like a black coffee that's like chilled. Um, that's been like stored perfectly without like oxygen, like oxidating any of the smell at all. Like a really high grade coffee smell. So this is really cool because I've got like this local coffee that's roasted here locally. I think that's probably what the deal is on that. And the cacao nibs from Peru. This is from the United States. This is too. So we got Maine meets Peru. It's gonna have some chilies in it. Very it's very like South America meets like the Irish stout, the Irish Imperial stout, like had a baby with someone from South America or something. Like it has a very global, thing going on. So anyway, I'm just like just fucking talking and shooting the shit. I was so excited to see this in stores today because I was like, because I was just like fucking right because I plan on making this beer. So yeah, the Prairie Artisan, man, those guys make awesome fucking like sours for the most part. Their cherry sour to me I love. There's a few others I'm sure I've enjoyed greatly. These guys are very classy. These guys have a standard, and it's great. I love the fact that they have one because I really don't. But I will fucking try to brew up to their standard, and I will let you know how this turns out. I'm gonna get my $10 worth out of this. Come on, you're gonna come out, baby. You're gonna go. You're right there. Oh, you'll take the plunge. Like I'm gonna jump off that cliff. Do it. There you go. On that note, guys, cheers. The part one of the bomb, baby. The bomb. It's thick as shit. I love it. All right, guys. Cheers.